5, 4, 3. Are live. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh my gosh. Hey.
How are
Hey.
you?
Oh my God. I'm good. It's been a
It's
while.
it has been a while. It has
It's
been a
been
while.
actually it's been a long while. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Wow, welcome to the TNT radio show. It's been a while, you guys. Actually a couple months, We needed to take a break, some time for ourselves. Thank y'all so much for being patient. Teresa, how you been?
I have been doing okay. Been working and getting some stuff together, and I'm excited to get back to this also.
Yeah,
On your
you got
happy
some exciting stuff
birthday.
going on now. You got some really exciting stuff going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do. I do. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
yes, I'm so excited. We have a guest who's in our waiting room right now. We just want to give a little background and then we're going to bring her in. I see you. And Teresa, I'm going to let you take it from here.
This story right here, as you all know, we've been working with incarcerated individuals for quite a while, at least since COVID started. We both have a history of advocating for people. This particular case right here is actually BAM's first SB Senate Bill 256 case, which is concerning juveniles. And how it came about, I have a few clients, and this is actually one of my clients' son and one of my clients' brother. So definitely personal to me. He's around my age. He went to Firestone High School, which is where I graduated from, and two of my kids came out of there also, my nephews. And so just real personal. We have situations. For those that don't know, Senate Bill 256 was passed just regarding the laws that are in place for juveniles now, where they've given them life sentences or they've given them harsh punishments, just to make it a little bit more fair to juveniles. And that's not even to say, just the studies that have been shown that even 21, 23 years old, your brain is still forming and you still lack the judgment that you need. So the individual's name is Breland Johnson. He is in Lucasville. He is awesome individual. We both have had many opportunities to speak with him. Very uplifting, very positive. Um, Man, just really a joy to talk to from time to time, and uplift. It's kind of a situation where it kind of reminds me of talking to my son, where they're incarcerated, but they're so positive. Like that's not their situation right now. So we're excited. He with this Senate Bill 256, it gives these individuals the opportunity to see the parole board early and have an opportunity to be released. Of course, just like any other state, there's a lot of stipulations around that. We're finding that a lot of these individuals are not being released per se. As with most cases, when people go to the parole board, they're often given more time, if that makes sense. So, depending on what your sentence is, the parole board might tell you, hey, we'll see you in 2 years, we'll see you in 5 years. So, we've had opportunity for the past uh, maybe 6 months, 3 to 6 months, to just work with him, and he's been working on different things to better his chances. So we're really excited. We have his sister joining us this evening. Aisha, how you doing?
I'm
You're
good.
muted,
How are
guys.
you? How are you guys?
Doing very well. Doing
Oh,
very
sorry.
well.
Hi. How are you? I'm good.
Awesome. So I know last time you were in, she was actually in getting her hair done, and she was on the phone with the pro board for quite a while, just preparing. Um, I was telling your brother earlier today that nobody can really tell his story like he could. However, you were on the phone for 2 hours and you explained it to me very well. So, is there anything in particular you would like to start off and say about Breland or the situation or?
Well, I'd like to say that it has been throughout the 20 years that that my brother has been incarcerated, and currently I'm 27, so I only had a short time with him being free before he was incarcerated for the 30-year term that he's supposed to be doing. And so throughout that, in such a confined space, I can tell the growth that from being 18 or 17 and currently being 37 now, how far he has come. And like she said, just seeing how continue for 20 years and not give up or not cry, not, you know, not even sit and dwell on the fact that he's in there, but through that time he's been able to realize a lot of things and grow as an adult, a place where growth is not even really, I mean, it's a thing, but it's very hard to find areas such as jail, prison. So yeah.
Awesome. We often say the same thing though, because the person that he was at, was it 17 when he was convicted? Was he 17?
Yes.
He's definitely not the same man now
They waited
as he was.
18, but he committed it.
Right. Right. So we've had a chance to talk to his public defenders, his lawyers, and they're pretty excited about his case. I know that they actually went down and saw him, and they were blown away with just how positive he was, and uplifting, really uplifting, as we were. We talked to him. We have a number of people that we speak with, but his case is something close to us because we've been really pushing the juvenile issue. That's one of the things that we, just with all the different aspects of the juvenile or the justice system, the juvenile aspect, they're just not the same person that they were. A lot of us have made decisions in our youth that don't reflect who we are as people today. So,
and piggybacking on that, science has taught us that our brains do not stop growing until around 25 years of age. And so the cognitive decisions that are made are not based upon mature decisions. We believe that because just from talking to Breland on a constant basis and listening to his reasoning and the way his brain works and helping him understand, Breland, because we ask him the hard questions all the time. Like, what do you want? What do you want to do? Where do you see yourself? What do you want to accomplish? Very, very proud of him. He's passed 3 parts of his GED in the past year, and he's got 2 more parts. He hasn't given up. He's working really hard. The major part for us and that we see, and I'm sure that his family sees, is giving him an opportunity to have a little bit more different kind of lifestyle, dropping down his security level from a 4 to a 3. Can you imagine being in Lucasville for 18 years? That just makes no sense at all, And so, yeah, we're baffled. We're totally flabbergasted by the fact that going into an adult prison at 18 years of age, 16, 17, then 18 years of age, and then sitting in the same place for 18 years, that's a long time, And it is our hope that sometime within the next couple of weeks, he's been given an opportunity to be heard and to be understood.
definitely. From the family aspect, could you explain like how far it is or what kind of hardships it is just to try to even go visit him, like how far he is from Akron? There you go.
I'm sorry, what did you say? It's kind of like lagging a little bit.
Okay. No, I was just asking if you could address just how it is to travel to Lucasville from Akron, the distance, and just what it takes mentally to even prepare to go see your brother in prison.
So It has been a struggle also, not only just for me, going to school and working full time and trying to be an adult in society. And also my mom and her health, her eyesight is not the best, and her ailments that she has doesn't allow to be able to sit in a car in that position for extended periods of time. So visits, I mean, even though we try, it's a difficult type of situation for that. And then also with only being able to see a certain number of visitors, and he doesn't just have just me and my mom. It's me, my mom, my brother, and his 3 kids and his wife as well. And not being in a room all together one time, you have to see your measurements and time frames of waiting in between that while we sit in the car and they go in and things like that. So it's
Right.
just been a hard thing.
How long of a ride is it? How long is it from here, from Akron?
I want to say it's like 3 hours or something. It might be. Is it? Hold on. I'm look
Yeah,
it up.
I think it's around 3 hours. It
7.
might be a little bit longer than. Yeah, and I asked that because when I
Yeah,
go
it
see
might
my
be.
son, even throughout COVID, I have 5 kids, and so it's a lot. It's a lot. And then I have my dad is 83, my mom is a little older, and then driving down there is a lot. And then just even with the COVID restrictions, we all couldn't. Just what you just said, we all couldn't be in there at the same time. Just recently, is it so all my kids can see each other at the same time, which is just difficult for the family dynamic. So talking to your brother, what still close bond and positive and ready to come out here and do some things?
Yes, he's always beat bopping ideas for me to check out, Google this and look at this, and I found this article, and he's always reading something, trying to advance and figure out, yeah, I could do this, making a podcast, and like he just has so many ideas. Like the world is endless for an ability to want to strive and succeed when he gets out here. Like it's really ridiculous. You know, but yeah, I don't know. He talks about having aspirations of being a personal trainer and getting little side gigs to help fund aspirations and things like that. So it's just fun talking to him, and he keeps up with, somehow, I don't even know how, he keeps up with like almost everything. If he knows you like something, he'll go check it out so that he's informed about what he's talking to. And he stays like that with my nieces and nephew. They're 12 and 11, and then my nephew is 17. So, um yeah, it's definitely, he keeps it interesting.
Right, definitely
Really
that.
amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. A support system is major,
Mhm.
and just hearing him talk about his dreams and his aspirations. I always wonder how y'all find out about Google. What y'all know about Google up in here?
Right.
My loved ones do the same thing. My loved one definitely does it. Hey, Google this, or I heard about that. I'm like, how you know?
Right.
But is there we
Hmm.
started thinking about a reentry, his reentry plan, Aisha?
Yes, the woman that one of the women that he's working with, who's on his case, she is in touch with a place called Edwin's in Cleveland, where it's like a restaurant, but they with re-entering with different walks of life, people, but it's also in different states as well. But the only problem that, well, it was a problem, but it's no longer a problem because she knows someone inside who was willing to write a letter in Breland's honor to overlook the fact at Southern Correctional they don't have the tablets to do the Edwin's program. Usually what happens is, in order to gain access to Edwin's, you have to do a on their tablets, and once you're done, then you when you come out, you can get into, but because he doesn't have those tablets, the man wrote a letter saying that Breland would still be able to come out and possibly look at that as an option for reentry if he decided to go that route. And the only other option that we were thinking would be I think it's the Oriana House in Akron, but then he was emailed or JPEG or something, the brochure. No, actually, I think they mailed it to him, the brochure for Edwin's, and he seems to like everything that they're talking about, and so do I, because there's not enough resources for people once they re-enter society in a place in a whole world where, which is virtually totally different. Nothing. This is not the same place. So I know that it's a hard road ahead of us, but that doesn't mean it's something that can't be achieved. So
Thank you for saying that. You're right.
Definitely.
You're 100% right.
you're
Thank you.
Hmm.
That's the reality. It's not a lot, but he can do it. You know, got a lot
Yep.
of
mm-hmm.
support. Akron has a lot of
Yep.
amazing resources available. We did a podcast with some of the leadership in Akron. They're doing some things. So whatever we can do to help, um, every resource known to man, we got you.
Right.
Yeah, thank
Right.
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, what's next? Employment, future. Excuse me. What about his mental health? Is mental health a part of his plan for coming home?
Um. So it is, which we also area is to find a mental health counselor. Um, but as far as we in our family, we know a psychologist who Breland, well, Marlo, my other brother, Marlo, grew up with. They play football with this a guy and his sister. And the sister grew up to be a psychologist. So she also wrote a letter and submitted it saying that she would be able to give counseling to
Awesome.
Breland and a lending ear for whatever that he may need when he re-enters.
Thank you.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I
Yes.
was actually speaking with a cousin of ours this morning. He called me at 7 in the morning, and he's actually out on parole right now, being given a second chance. And he touched on that, just how important it is for the mental health aspect of things, versus well, not even versus, because parole and all that is fine, but that is an aspect of it, because my son has been gone 4 years, and when you're talking about reintegrating, and you got Apple Pay and all this technology and stuff, it's a lot. It's a lot. So and
Mm-hmm.
everybody needs somebody to talk to.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
Everybody.
everybody does, even if it's yourself. They need somebody to talk to.
Self.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, that's
Yes.
awesome. That is somebody close in the family like that. That would be a
That
source
is.
for him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Because I know that's a hard question that people
Yes.
don't like to ask, but it definitely has to be asked, especially the length of time, you know.
Right.
It's gonna make a difference, and that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for coming on, because I know a lot of
Yes.
it takes a lot of courage to come on and talk about this, but he needs it. And thank you for being there for him and supporting him, you
You're
know.
welcome.
And thank
Thank
you
you.
for the introduction.
Everything. Yeah. You
Yeah.
guys are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Awesome family.
yeah. So hopefully, when does is he scheduled for a specific date for his parole?
So it's on September 22nd, and from when me and my mom, we did a video Skype visit with the parole board last month, and from what I was understanding, the lady was telling me that it's basically three ways that this can go on September the 22nd, and she already gave me that at on that date there are multiple people who who are on vacation on that day. So that means that now there's two ways that this can go, which it's automatically going to end up going to a Cobra, is I'm sure you guys know what that is. So the case will be going to Cobra, and it will be postponed until they get everybody's and once they do that, it can either go to where he has to sit for 2 years or up to 5 years there, or he can be released, either or. So
So
And
when
that,
it's just a
go ahead.
wait now.
And
so
that's kind of what we're saying as far as the parole board. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of 2 years, 5 years. It's a lot of that.
yep, 2 years, 5 years, 2 years, 5 years, or
Yep.
6 months, 6 months. Oh, 2 years. Oh, 5 more years. Okay.
Oh, 2 years.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. It is so our hope that he can at least get reduced in security. You know,
Yes. And he's looking that'll probably be October, November for him. So he's got a lot to look forward to.
it sure
Mm-hmm.
would be nice for him to
So
walk. Okay.
I look at it. I look at it as a blessing. He was saying that beat got his sentence reduced, which the time that they're giving him could be up to like 5 months. So by then the sentence will be reduced. They'll have that paperwork. They see that he's going in the right direction. So I mean, it's just giving you more time to get things under your belt. You got a little time to sit. You done sat this long. You will okay for a little while longer.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for making it even more clear for us as well. You
Right.
know, yes,
Mhm.
because we're learning as well. You know, we're
Mhm.
learning too. I have one question. Is related, but it's kind of unrelated because it's been bothering me, and I'm sorry, I'm just getting over COVID. I was hoping that his attorneys would come on as well, but on his sentencing, you know how they have like mm, they have what do they have, Teresa? They have concurrent and
Concurrent and consecutive.
so, can you
Mhm.
explain? Can anyone explain to us why he didn't just get 21 and a half years instead of 31 and a half? That's a question. When
They sentenced him consecutively with the maximum charges of everything. He got 10, and then it was like 2 or something like that, or 7 and 3 or something. So yeah.
Which is another issue that we've talked about, the
yeah,
consecutive
that's
versus
another issue.
concurrent.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah,
Okay,
he had to serve his 10 and then 10, and now we're at
okay,
And
I got you. So it's 10-10, which is consecutive, and then the concurrent kicks in. Okay, thank you. That's rough, but okay. Thinking positive. He's getting out. We're just gonna
right,
put it out to
Mhm.
the atmosphere. We
right.
appreciate you. Thank you so much again
Yes.
for coming and being bold and courageous to come on. And hopefully in a couple months you can come back and um, he can come on and be like, "Hey y'all, remember?" You know,
Right.
yeah, because that's we have
Yes.
that much faith. So thank you, Teresa.
Nope, I just again thank you, same as she was saying. Thank you so much. Thank you for introducing him to us because he's definitely been very positive. I haven't spoken to too much of anybody that's been in there, and I've said this before. I've spoken with hundreds of different people that are on the other side of the bars, and I've maybe had 3 people ever tell me that they were in, and I believed them. And everybody else, including your brother, has taken responsibility for their actions, and they have demonstrated the change that is in them now. So we definitely, us two, definitely will welcome him back, and we have a lot of things that we would like to work with him with. Um, he's so positive, and we thank you for the introduction. I'm glad that I know you and your mom, and you guys were able to tell me about him, and we've been able to speak with him. And when he calls, even the kids will be like, "Hey, Breland." So Yeah, he's just real positive.
It really is.
Yeah, motivating
So
both of my sons to read different books and very positive, very positive.
always positive. Appreciate that.
Thank
So
you for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Welcome.
anytime, fingers crossed.
Yes. Pray.
Mm-hmm.
We're
You must pray.
Using GTL.
Oh, okay. Bye.
right,
We always got somebody listening for prison.
right, right.
Okay. All right. So next time, thank you. Hopefully real soon we can do a follow up. In the meantime, it was good seeing you, T. It was
You
nice meeting
too.
you, Aisha.
And happy birthday.
You too.
Thank
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a beautiful, blessed day. These kids, they've been surprising me all day.
Good. Good.
Mm-hmm. They something else.
That's a good thing. That's a good
Oh,
thing.
man.
You deserve some smiles.
They had me laughing all day too, but I appreciate y'all. Thank you. And Aisha, hopefully you can come on again soon. Okay.
Yes, because she's very knowledgeable. Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Cheers. All right. So till next time, we don't know when the next time is going to be. We're not going to say.
Right. Right. This was a special broadcast.
Special broadcast for Breland. Hey, in the house. Hopefully, Breland can one day get out really soon and watch this and see us just being the goofballs because we love him. We really love him. So, thank you for sharing
Thank
him
you
with
so much.
You're welcome. All right, T. Peace out,
All
y'all.
right.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up. I'm just going to end the broadcast.